What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Adam James, and I do a lot of tech reviews, and I welcome you guys to my channel if you're new here, so please follow along, and let's get a deep dive in this bad boy. Let's get a deep dive. Let's go. All right, we are going to get into the Anker Nano Charger 45 watt smart display 180 degree foldable power brick transformer nano charger, whatever you want to call it. PAP 21, no idea what that means. All right, it says the world's #1 mobile charging brand. Now that is a bold statement, Anker, but Anker stuff is pretty legit, so I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. All right, so let's read some of the specs, and then we're gonna get right into this thing. We're gonna open it up. It is a power brick, a smart display one, which actually is pretty cool. I enjoy it. It knows, like, specifically iPhones. It states, like, it'll say like iPhone 17 charging blah 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 percentage on the screen. You can change the screens and stuff. It's pretty dope. I like it, but I'm also like a tech guy, so like anything with screens and dubs. But yeah, so let's see. Nano Charge 45 watt smart display, 180 degree foldable. Input, geez, that is small writing. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is insane. Small writing. But all right, so we got 120 to 240 volt, 50, 60 hertz, 1.5 amp max. That's input. Output, we got 5 volt 3 amp, 9 volt 3 amp, 15 volt 3 amp, 20 volt 2.25 amp, 45 watt max. Contains Anker Nano Charger with smart display. Let's pop it. Let's pop the tab. Love these ones. These ones are so satisfying. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, we don't need that. What's that even? What are these for? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Little. There we go. Got it out. Let's go. Oh. All right. Oh, wow, this thing's actually pretty solid. Not gonna lie. So that's that. I mean, you got transformer and instruction up in here. So, and I'll drop some of the specs on the screen anyway. So, we shifted the camera. Look at us go. Whoop! Editing on the fly. Boom! Back at us. See you. All right, we're good. But yeah, some of the different specs, like screen resolution stuff, I'll drop on the screen right here. So, but yeah, just let you guys know. So let's get into it. Let's look at this thing. All right, so we got a peel on here. Dude, my hands always stroke out when I try to peel these.
Help! Here. Oh, take my.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh. Was that a peel, or was that destroyed? Oh. All right. Screen. Actually, it really reminds me of an Apple Watch screen. It has that very Apple Watch feel to it. I mean, it's nice and clear and shiny. This is something like, if you got kids like me, you don't want to plug this like in an outlet like ground level, because, yep, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's cool. As you can see, one Type-C. We do have the one touch button right here for the screen. I'll show you guys that here in just a second. But got Anker labeling, 180 degree. So, but yeah, this thing's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Also, the other portion of this review was the Anker docking station. So this bad boy right here. Of course, I got this for my keyboard. I have been using this for a little while, and I did already unbox it. But for desk setup and for productivity purposes and multitasking, and say you switch between two machines, like me, I use Mac OS and Windows. So this right here lets me connect to my MacBook, and then switch back to my main PC. But we do have a power button. SD card, micro SD, 2 Type C's. We got your power display, your power port here for external displays or another laptop. 10 gigabit Type C up here, USB Type C, or USB A 3.0. You got your auxiliary jack. You got 2 USB ports on the back, 2 HDMI ports, another USB 3 display port, and then you have your, I believe it's 2.5 gigabit Ethernet, and then another Type C port on the back, and then your power adapter. And this thing has been really, really solid. I mount it on my desk. I mount everything with 3D prints. I don't like to have a ton of stuff on top of my desk, so I do tend to 3D print, measure this stuff out with my caliper, and like make some sort of like dock or something where I can like slide it underneath my desk or mount it somewhere around my desk. It's like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. I love having all this for the productivity, but at the same time, I really don't want to have my desk just full of stuff. But this has been awesome because I do use multiple laptop for work, MacBook, and my main PC. So having all these extra ports and being able to switch between machines is awesome for me. This is 100%. I would buy one of these instantly. I wish I would have got one sooner because I was literally plugging in like HDMIs and like display ports just back and forth. So having 2 HDMIs and then the 1 display port on here was dubs. Lifesaver. Lifesaver. Slide it in here. Oh. What's up, Atlas? Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. So I'm going to get an extension cord real quick. We're going to edit this part out, dummy. So don't forget to edit this part out. All right, guys. So excuse the power source for this video as I, yeah, we'll plug it in, power this bad boy up. Oh, hi. Cool little animation here, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's awesome. It's a nice, honestly, a pretty decent resolution little screen on here. It doesn't take up the whole front of the transformer, but it does utilize a lot of the top half, basically. All right, so it looks like it's just hanging out ready. So we are going to plug this in. We're just going to use my keyboard. Woo! Charging. Auto 2 watts. So it's charging it it's only utilizing 2 watts to charge this keyboard right now, which is pretty awesome. That's not very much wattage going into this bad boy, but it is a keyboard. So, and then you can press the soft button right here on top. It's just touch. No press, not like capacitive or anything. You just have to touch it and you can cycle through the different screens. So now it says breezing. So it's just breezing on through. I don't know what that means. Just breezing. It's just breezing. We're just breezing, guys. And you touch it again. And you got auto. It's not touch screen. It is not touch screen, so that's cool. Select mode, auto, and care. I just leave it on auto, and there we go. But that's pretty much it for the screen on this bad boy. Obviously, it goes up to 45 watt max, which is pretty decent. Honestly, pretty much fast charger, pretty standard for these days. So that is it for this bad boy. And like I said, I'll post like the screen resolution on this. But yeah, that's that, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys my end cap and we'll see how it works. All right, guys. So that was my review of the Anker 13-in-1 docking station for your desk setup, which I highly recommend if you're anybody like me that does any work from home. Anything productivity wise, or you switch between multiple clients like laptops and PCs like the one behind me. If you switch between multiple machines, it helps out a ton, especially if you have multiple displays, which I tend to swap mine out. I add one all the time for stuff, but highly recommend that. There will be a link in the description for that as well. And then also the review for the Anker Nano Smart Display Charger, 45 watt charger here. We also did a review on that, which this is still new. I've been trying it out. I just unboxed it in this video and I tried it out for a little bit as well. It's actually really cool. It's kind of fun. It is a 45 watt charger, and the display is just kind of like an aesthetics feature. So, but it is awesome. There will be a link in the description for this one as well, guys. So pick one up if you find this awesome, which it does great fast charging. I tested it on my phone. Excellent. Super awesome. So link in the description for both these guys. Also, what I tend to do for a lot of these products, because I am a typical nerd and I do Fusion 360 and I also have multiple 3D printers, I tend to 3D print things for docking stations, hubs, plugs like these to make them more accessible. battery charge, like portable battery chargers, which you can. What you green? Look at that! I printed out little sliding little compartments for these underneath my desk, so they charge and they charge right here and slide right in drawers like this. I like to keep minimal on top here because I like my desk setup to be kind of clean and clear of all things. I don't like it, just clutter everywhere. But anyways, I'll typically upgrade. I typically upload shorts with those things. That's what I'm gonna start doing, is all the 3D print projects that I do along with all these tech things that I do. I'm gonna start uploading those as shorts. So guys, make sure you watch those too. And if you guys like this and enjoy this content, please like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.